Alright folks, welcome back. This is Balatro every day, and today is the best of the worst. If you want to find out what it means to be truly awful, you can get the seed from the video description, and when you're ready, let's go gold stake blue deck. First boss is hearts. First round, king through 10. We just need either an ace or a 9 for the straight, so let's go for the straight. Still looking for ace or 9. I think is going to have a better chance than going for the flush here, so let's discard the extra 10. Of the two 10s, we can keep the 10 of hearts. It is technically possible that we draw more hearts here. Get another jack. A little bit short on the flush. Again, rather than go for the hearts flush, there's only 7 hearts left in the deck, but we have either an ace or a 9 for the straight. There we go. King high straight. Alright, $7 means we can't take parking, so buffoon pack instead. Could be Zany Joker. Zany Joker I would take on the abandoned deck. I might take it on the painted deck. I don't think I'm going to take it on the blue deck. I do take early Eternals if they are something that helps me stabilize in the early game. So we're talking about, could be Abstract Joker, could be Eternal Holographic, could be Eternal Mystic Summit, just something that gives me a generic plus mult early on. Zany Joker is difficult to get the 3 of a kind, difficult to get full houses early on. You can enable this later on, but by the time you get to the point where Zany Joker is enabled, then you don't really need the benefit of Zany Joker anymore, and probably we don't want to do as an Eternal, so I guess I can just sell a photograph and go next. Some consideration for taking Venus here to go with Zany Joker, but I'm not a believer in the 3 of a kind, unless, like I said, maybe abandoned deck, maybe painted deck. Alright, since we are on the blue deck with an extra hand, we should be okay here. We could try to get the jack for the straight, though we probably have a better chance going for the flush. Okay. I can play this flush. I can play the 4 instead. Now we're just looking for a low straight, possibly. We have the 6. I just played clubs, so I can discard the 6 of clubs. I could discard 3 of spades and look for, again, 2 or 7. There we go. We got the straight. 200 for that straight. Okay. $11. Normally I would be interested in a hung man. I guess if I spend this money now, then I'm that much further away from having $25 in the bank. So maybe we don't want to do that. There's some consideration, maybe you re-roll here and you try to get a joker to help you beat the boss. I think on the blue deck with an extra hand, probably we're fine going into the boss, so I didn't need to buy anything here. Maybe if there was a celestial pack, we could buy a celestial pack. Otherwise, go next. Alright. Close to getting the straight, but we can go for the diamonds flush instead. Could be 10s and 2s as a full house. Is less than 300 points. Okay. Diamonds as a flush, and then we still have 1 discard left over. So could be 2 pair 10s and 6s. That works. Alright. Great, we're up to $20 already. So if I wanted to, in the next round, probably we need something. Maybe Shoot the Moon is the something that we need. Could be Arcana packs, though I think probably I want to save my money. Obviously the best hit is Hermit, but only 1 in 7 chance of that happening. So Shoot the Moon, that gives me mult, that's fine. Then let's keep $15, we get $3 interest. Okay, I could play 9s and 7s. With 1 queen, doesn't win. but we can try to get another queen. And then play the full house, I guess. Either way there. With one queen, you get 500 points for a pair. 700, 800 points for two pair. Now we got blue joker. And a mega buffoon pack. So blue joker plus shoot the moon is probably enough. Let's go mega buffoon pack. We could definitely afford it. Some consideration for riffraff. So I guess, Card Shark is a rental. Early rentals are a little bit rough, but probably worth it. So it's a ×3 and it's polychrome. So overall it's a ×4.5. Imagine if this was Constellation. You buy Constellation and then you have to pay money to grow it. So Card Shark is kind of like that. As a rental, we're paying to grow or keep the Card Shark rather than growing some other X-Mult Joker. I think that's fine to do. I guess the question is misprint, abstract, or riffraff. From the riffraff, the best thing that I would be looking for is probably something like this, probably abstract Joker. There's a blue Joker in the shop, so we just need some kind of generic plus mult. So maybe I don't take riffraff if I already have abstract here. Misprint has the higher upside. Because it's not eternal, we can replace it later, though there is some risk when you take a misprint. I think I'd rather take abstract Joker. Obviously it has the drawback of being eternal, but it is very safe. Maybe we don't have to take anything. You could do shoot the moon plus Card Shark. The problem I have with shoot the moon is you have to discard to find the queen. Sometimes you don't find the queens and then you just lose. Also, blue Joker wants you to be maybe not discarding, or else blue Joker gets smaller. So I think I take abstract, blue Joker, save the rest of the money. Go next. All right, the rental fee takes me down to $6. Okay. Probably I want to play, if I'm going to do shoot the moon, I want to play high card. If I'm going to do, if I'm going to sell shoot the moon, probably we sell shoot the moon. Let's do pairs instead. So pair the 7s. Just in case we get telescope or supernova, something like that. All right, vampire. I would say if we didn't already have the Card Shark, I would take the vampire. I would say it's good enough. But since we already have the Card Shark, maybe I don't need additional X-Mult. Most runs, you don't need X-Mult, or you only need one X-Mult. You only need one ×3 Joker, and that's it. That's all you need. So maybe I don't need this. I can save my money for interest, kind of. And maybe we don't open the Arcana pack for the same reason. Let's go next. All right, so first hand fades down. Rental takes me down to $12. Ship it. Okay. Could be ramen is pretty good, I guess. So I want the ramen. Do I also want the Arcana pack, or do we want to be conservative now? If I am taking ramen, maybe we take ramen and then we don't buy anything else. Go next. So rental takes me down to 14 now. So sell shoot the moon. Get an extra $1 of interest. Go next. Could take a handy tag. Alright, so I want to play pairs. That's it. So high card pair, or sorry, face card pair wins the next round. Okay. Could be Arcana, and we would be looking for something that gives us money. I could skip for the handy tag. I probably want seed money. Are we skipping? Let's go. Are we Arcana? I think I'm going to take the money. Take seed money here. And then take $11 to help us get out of debt and pay for this rental fee. Or Sure. Seems fine. Okay, I don't have a pair, but I don't think that's gonna matter. There's high card. Cool. Ante 4. Alright. I probably want a business card. I possibly want an Arcana pack. Let's go business card first, and then Arcana. Maybe Hermie, maybe Temperance. Neither Hermie nor Temperance. That kind of sucks. I guess in that case I go turn a 9 into a jack, or sorry, 9 into 10, and then we can strengthen it again later. Maybe. Go next. Speed tag's 10 bucks. Alright, so I can play high card queen. I can play a pair of kings, and then that's it. Okay. Boss has no repeat hand types. There's Grimbo, there's Mercury. Alright, for sure we want Grimbo. We could go Arcana first. Death card, Temperance for 11 is good enough. Okay. Do we want this buffoon pack? Maybe. So, between Blue Joker and Business card, Blue Joker scores more. Blue Joker's better long term, but maybe with the Business card we don't need that many points right now. We just got the pair level. So, let's go Buffoon first. Runner and Lustful Joker, sad. Grimbo, and then go next. Alright, so let's do something like this. I can play a pair of jacks. Okay, could be high card king. And high card king again, or high card jack first? Almost a flush. Could be 2 pair here, or full house maybe. All right, and then another full house for the money. Cool. Boss has no repeats. Presumably no problem. Alright. Devil for gold cards. Parking, I don't have room for. So, clearance sale, yes. Devil's okay. Standard pack looking for, could be a red seal I could turn into gold. Could be a celestial pack. Maybe going into this boss you want to have the levels. Let's try that. This stuff's not super exciting. Maybe take 3 of a kind and go next. Alright, I could do a pair of 5s. I could do a clubs flush. Let's start with the high card. So, could be full house first. Maybe 5s and 2s? Maybe? We did high card already. There's the full house. Okay. There's 3 of a kind. Okay. There's the gold card. So I can do a pair, and that's probably the last hand. Maybe. Okay. Could be a blue joker. Okay. Can't get rid of Grimbo because we need the scaling plus mult. Probably then we get rid of the ramen. Let's go Arcana first. There's a fool for a devil. There's judgment. Probably I want the devil so I can make a gold card. Though it could be judgment here. Let's just take the money. Chariot's okay. We have seed money, but we still want to spend down. I could take a gold seal 10 and turn it into a steel card. Alright, let's make some money. Boss says -1 hand size. Okay, so I can play a pair of 10s, or I could just play high card jack. Let's go with the pair. Okay, could be a pair of 7s here. Could be a pair of jacks. Pair the kings. And a pair of queens. So gold 10. I could go gold steel card. I could make a double gold card. Let's go gold seal. Steel card and then the 9. Turn into gold. Alright, so this is the second pair of the round. And then that's it. Cool. My high card is going to end up being my most played hand, right? I'm thinking about there's a telescope in the shop. Could be red card instead of Grimbo. It'd be easier to grow it. Do I want justice? Maybe. Could be some face cards you turn into glass. Buffoon pack probably doesn't matter that much. I don't think I want to take flash card here instead of Grimbo. Is that true? Because flash card would allow us to discard, but would I have to re-roll? Maybe. Flash card is better long term. Grimbo's better short term. Yeah, flash card's better. Alright. Arcana. Temperance is $9. Could be strength here to turn the 10 into a jack for the business card, or just take the money now. If I take the money now, I can reroll once. Could be an emperor. And then go next. Alright, so start with a pair of queens. Follow it up with a pair of 10s. Maybe here's where we make the glass card. You could turn the red seal into a glass card, but I kind of like having it as a gold card as a value generator. So maybe glass 10 here. And we can hold the devil. Alright, so the next pair wins. If I want, I can use my discards and I can just find my face cards. There's a pair of jacks. I can play the high card first. Okay. High card king. Oh, whoops. I guess that was a decent amount. Alright, we missed out on some stuff, but that's okay. It could be... We start spamming a high card now instead of pairs. I don't know. What's in here? Showman? Nope. Alright, so... Arcana, do I want the plutonium? Sure. I guess there's no reason not to. There's a blackboard. Is blackboard going to be better than abstract joker? So... Abstract joker, let's say my hand is, you know, base 5 molts, plus abstract joker is going to be 20. So tripling it, this is plus 40. Can we get the flashcard up to plus 40? In 10 rerolls is worth it. I think I'd rather have business card rather than blackboard. I don't think we need the blackboard. So open the Arcana pack. Could be a wheel here rather than a steel card. Nah, bummer. Telescope's fine. Let's go make a gold card. So I could discard first. Maybe a pair of kings. Maybe a pair of queens. Pair the jacks. So pair of jacks is about 10k. Then we need one more pair. How about a pair of sevens, making a gold king? There we go. Okay. Could be high card jack. Copying the business card. That should be enough. Alright. Only need 1,000 points there, no problem. Alright, now we got money we can reroll. Fine. Hermie. And an observatory. Boss says I'm not allowed to play pairs. Maybe I won't. Alright, observatory we don't have to buy yet, but I'm going to buy it now because I'm lazy. Alright, there's a blackboard that's not eternal. Could be gift card is an even better generator, value generator than business card, even though you can't copy it with blueprint. Blackboard instead of flashcard here. It is immediately useful. I'll just do flashcard, it's easier. Now, could be a certificate. Maybe. Could be try to get some blue seals. I'm interested in that idea. Go one more. Alright. Alright, could be some lucky queens, I think. Just 3 and 2, let's hang them on the low end. Since we're going to do the certificate now. We can hang them again, we could take 20 bucks. The advantage of taking the money, I can reroll for the flash card. Maybe. I get like 2 or 3 rerolls out of it. Maybe just the hung man is better. Go next. Alright, so ace and 3 we can hang him. Sure. Pair the 8. Gold cards in hand. Okay. So there's that. There's the pair of 6s. $18,000 for a pair. I could do that, no problem. One more of those. Kinda. I can pair the aces. This is a little bit short, isn't it? That's fine. Okay. There's another Mercury card. Let's go Arcana first in case there's a Fool. No Fool, but we can get Emperor. Ah. Not useful. Alright, before we go Spectral, we can reroll for more tarot cards. Could be a baseball card. What's in here? Ankh we can't do, but Blue Seal we can. So it could be a Blue Seal Queen, maybe. And go one more. Alright, I'm not going to do Vagabond. So let's go next. Alright. Boss says I'm not allowed to play pairs. Do I want to use the Blue Seals to get high card levels? Maybe. Maybe. So, Purple Seal is interesting. Discard purple. Temperance for $9 is fine. Yeah, what if we... The high card is not strong enough, right? If we try to play the high card. Not enough chips. So let's play the pair of queens. Okay. Pair the sixes. Play the aces, play the eights. Probably play the eights. We miss out on the money, but we get the Blue Seal value. Alright, I can play high card 8. Hopefully this wins. And then if it doesn't, then we can play the aces now. I could make Molt aces. I could save the Empress for the boss. Molt aces is fine. There we go. Alright, against the boss probably we gotta roll down. If the boss is gonna take all my money. Could swap certificate for the blue joker, and then we would be able to win with high card. We could play 2 pair instead. If high card is not my most played hand, maybe I'm not supposed to take plutonium there. The telescope shows me Mercury for sure. I don't need a wild queen. Do I want to take blue joker? Or do we just stick with the certificate? Blue joker here saves me a ton of money, to be honest. So we can play high card. Yeah. Madness, I don't have room for. Yeah, look, a vagabond. Go next. So now... I'm just digging. Well, okay. High card king first. Right. I can play high card 10. I can discard purple. Sun we don't need. Play a 10 as a high card, or play the ace as a high card. This shouldn't win. Great. Blue seal in hand is fine. So could be play the 10 here. Couple of high card levels. I think long term I still want to do pairs though. Alright. Could go back in time. So this boss has no discards, 2 Arcana packs. Okay. Could take a free reroll here instead of the blue joker. I think we don't really need the blue joker. Okay. Don't need faceless joker. Level up the high card. Alright. Could be strength, could be tower. I like the idea of turning my 10s into jacks. Could be Hermie. Could be we turn the red gold card into a red steel card. That's not likely to matter for a long time. I could make a glass king. I could make a steel king. I think between the two of those, I'd rather have a glass king and then take the money. Alright, more rerolls. Could be Temperance for $8. Go one more. Could take Michelle here instead of the free reroll. It's perishable, so probably not going to matter. Let's go next. Alright. Are we trying to play pairs or high card? Maybe continue to play pairs. So I'm looking for a pair of jacks. Here's a pair of 5s first. Okay. Purple king I can discard. Fool for temperance. Let's start with a pair of 8s. So that one's gonna be like 40,000. Okay. I can play the pair of jacks. I'm just digging for my other blue seal right now. I do have the gold seal jack, so maybe it makes sense to play the pair of aces here. The next pair wins. Okay. 7's in hand. I can discard. I don't actually have a pair here, but we can get a jack, no problem. Presumably. Alright, so play the high card. 20 cards left in the deck. And I can play a pair of jacks. Fool for $8 is not the best use of a fool, but I guess I'm okay with that. 60,000 for that pair. Obelisk, or it would be high card. That's a move that we could do. Sounds like fun, actually. Alright, in that case, do I want a Mercury card? Maybe. Oh, maybe I'm supposed to take some flush levels. Alright, I'm taking the obelisk. Let's do it. Level up the high card. Let's do it. Empress? Maybe. Okay, so now I have the moon. I have mostly hearts. I want to turn diamonds and spades into clubs. So we hold the moon. Or maybe we just don't use the moon, and maybe we actually remove the clubs. Maybe actually 7 and 3 we hang them. Sure. Okay. And go next. Alright. So I wonder if we can get a straight. Could be a king high straight. Something like that. Could be 2 pair. Could be discard the kings first. Maybe I don't need this ace. Maybe I try to go for the hearts here. There's a world. So play the flush. Okay. I can turn diamonds into spades. I can do another flush. If we do another flush, then card chart gives you 3 times as much. So it could be like that. Great. Now, how about high card 8? I don't want to copy right here. Actually, what I want is something like that. High card 8. And then high card Jack. Cool. Boss says no discards. Alright. Interesting. Sure. Fine. Family. There's the obelisk. I don't have enough to be able to do the 4 of a kind. Alright, but I can take, could be Uranus, maybe? That's the lower ranking one. Alright. If we go back in time, we get to grow the obelisk by a lot. We get the obelisk to be like twice as big. Also, we get to do flashcard and blue seals. So the one caveat is if we do go back in time, we have to play more hands in order to play more rounds. I think that's fine. Alright, I don't need the hiker. I, for the most part, don't need jokers anymore. Could be priestess here is pretty good with the obelisk, or could be I make more spades. Could be diamonds and clubs into spades. Maybe. Also pretty good with the obelisk. Alright, let's go next. So high card is easy. We could do high card if we want. But maybe we try to get the spade flush. Could be a spade flush. Could be a diamonds flush. So diamonds flush, copying the obelisk. Oh no, copying the card shark? Maybe it doesn't matter. Alright. Probably could have played high card one time, though we only have 11 more high card left to go. Okay, 2 celestial packs, sure. How about Venus? Check the boss. Boss is playing only one type of hand. Alright. Makes sense. Could be Venus, could be Jupiter. And then go next. Alright, so I'm looking for... Could be 2 pair instead of the flush. Do I want to play the Glass King? Not really. So why don't we do 2 pair here? Almost a straight. Okay, could be 2 pair aces. If I do that, it might win, actually. Alright, and then we want the high card. So, discard purple. High row we don't care about. Alright. Yeah, it could be... I don't know. Maybe bonus kings if we got 5 kings. Actually, we got more jacks. So maybe we go... bonus cards here. Let's start with... I'm going to do high card king, which shouldn't win if we do that. And then high card 8. And the blue seal value. Okay. Get to do high card 9 more times. So here's Celestial Pack. There's the Plutonium that we want. Standard Pack probably doesn't matter. I don't need a 6 of spades. Go one more. Alright. So now, what are we looking for? I could play almost a flush. I could go for 2 pair. Let's go for the flush. There's Justice. Let's play the flush. That's fine. I can play another flush, maybe. Could be hearts instead of spades. Could be I go for the 2 pair here with the jacks. So could be jacks and 4s, maybe. All right, blue seal in hand. We would like to win with high card if we can. We could go glass king maybe. Or I guess I already have 1 glass king, so maybe we'll make another glass king. That's fine. High card jack here should be okay. Could be also we play a straight instead. We're not going to get the high card level, but maybe that's okay. Yeah, that's probably okay. And then against this boss, it's only 1 type of hand, right? So Fortune Teller is actually almost close to the flash card here. Flash card ended up not doing that great. Supernova also not that great. ×4 in the obelisk, we could go turn the 6 into a red steel card. Could be a rock, which would be pretty good for the high card plan, actually. Maybe the steel doesn't matter that much if we're going to play, I don't know, random garbage hands anyway. Like a rock. I guess you could also turn a blue seal into a Zoolander. Could be $8 here, could be remove 2 cards, probably. I just want to remove diamonds and clubs. Let's hang them. And go next. Alright, so here, only 1 type of hand. Discard purple. Lovers, I don't care about. How about high card ace? Or, yeah, high card ace. Oh, well, that wasn't very exciting. All right, this boss, extra large. Bummer. Get another hungman. So could be, I think I'm gonna use lovers on my jack of clubs. That way we have maybe more spades. I think I saved justice for a king since we have all those glass kings. I think 5 and 2 here we can hang them. And then go next. All right, so here's what we want to do. I have 2s and aces. I can get spades, presumably. Maybe. Close, not quite. How about forced to play the glass card kind of sucks. There's a flush. Right? This is slightly better. I guess I could use the blue seal. It's not the end of the world. Play the flush here. Okay. Could be play this flush. All right. I didn't get to glass the king. I could glass a queen instead, I guess. Maybe queen of spades. I can play high card jack. Copying the obelisk. There you go. Alright, Arcana pack has, there's strength. So I can turn a 10 into another jack. I could turn a 9 into, doesn't really matter. What about 5s and 4s? Maybe 4 into 5? 10 into jack? Go next. Alright. Two pair is possible. Start with the two pair. Two pair again. Sure. Okay. And then high card twice. So here's high card once. And then maybe we can get, there's the gold seal in hand, we could discard the purple ones. Priestess we don't care about. Alright, gold seal plus a rock. 5/8 on the obelisk. Could be something like that. Cool. Alright. Could be... Flush could be 3 of a kind is doing okay. I have a lot of glass cards. Maybe not that many meaningful glass cards. We have glass cards, but they're not necessarily meaningful. Alright. Our Hierophant we can hold on to. Steel Joker, no. Flash card we still need to hold on to. Fortune Teller 37. There's a death card. Okay. Fool for Venus. So it could be death and then again, or it could be make a red glass card. Red glass 6? Maybe. Okay. And then that's it. Go next. Alright. So what do I have in the deck? I got a 6 and could do one of those. Could be that way. 47 cards. Okay. The clubs flush is not possible. Let's start here. Keep the 8. Play the jack. Oops. I've got 4 8s. I could play 3 8s. I could play, yeah, maybe 4 8s here. Or maybe I'm supposed to keep the 8s and do 8s and kings or 8s and 6s maybe. Maybe throw away the queen. Okay. So there's a full house. 8s and jacks. Great. I can play high card one more time. Maybe. Bummer. Didn't really get what I was going for, but maybe that's fine. Alright, so I guess it's gonna be bonus kings. And a 7 into a 6. So here's the full house. Something like that. 4/6 on the obelisk. These glass cards end up not doing that much. Yeah, well. Ended up not drawing the glass cards. I wanted to get the glass kings with the glass 6s. Could have been a powerful full house, but we didn't level up the full house, so level 1 full house maybe doesn't do that much. You do get molt from the flash card and the abstract joker, so mostly we were looking for could be chips, but we got rid of the rock to make the 6s here. I forgot that it was a 6 under there. Maybe I would have left it as a rock if we knew it was a 6. A little bit awkward to draw. in the initial hand, I was holding on to too many cards, and so we didn't get to dig as deeply. Oh well. Anyway, that's how you beat the Violet Vessel with an Obelisk, I guess. I guess if you got Blueprint, then it becomes easier. What did we say? We said, in the early game on this run, we said Card Shark as a rental is maybe something you might be a little bit concerned about, but because it is so powerful, it's probably worth the rental fee. So rather than having some kind of scaling X-Molt Joker, this is a Molt Joker that we don't have to scale. Obviously, it's not going to get as big as Blackboard would, or sorry, not as big as Constellation or not as big as Hologram, but it starts out fine. Able to carry the run for us. The other components that we're looking for on our build, we want some kind of generic plus Molt and some kind of generic plus chips. So we had Blue Joker, we had a foil. We said the foil does the same thing that the Blue Joker does. It's close, but then has the additional benefit of it was a business card. We said with Abstract Joker, we said it's eternal, which is a little bit stinky, but if I have this as my plus Molt Joker and I know I already have Blue Joker and Card Shark, then that wins already. That is enough to win a run. Just Abstract Joker, Blue Joker, and then Card Shark. So even though it's eternal, even though I can't sell it and replace it with something more exciting, I don't need to necessarily. We got Ante 4 Green Joker. We got Green Joker, but it wasn't until Ante 4, and we said, okay, it's fine for me to take it this late because we can still grow it. Not a lot, but you know, it could be as high as plus 50 or plus 60 by the end because we are playing on the blue deck. We do have an extra hand. The thing that you need to be careful about there is you want to be using all of your hands every round. You can't just take the Green Joker and then not actually do it. Of course, the drawback of the Green Joker is you can still use discards in an emergency, but probably you should use as few discards as possible. So maybe you're not getting your gold cards and blue seals and gold seals and purple seals and your value generators as much. So we swapped it out for the flash card. We knew that we could swap it out for the flash card because we had blueprint copying the Card Shark for a little bit extra power. If we didn't have the blueprint, it would have been just Card Shark plus Blackboard would have been fine. And then we know we can make that pivot. So again, because we had Abstract Joker, we were able to swap out Green Joker for the Flash card. Flash card, which ended up getting bigger than probably the Green Joker would have, and then more flexible than the Green Joker would have. Sometimes when you're doing the blue seals, it is awkward to do the obelisk because the blue seals get you so invested in one hand. It's not difficult to pivot to something else, but it's not reasonable to pivot to something else if you are having to sacrifice 15 levels or having to sacrifice 20 levels or something like that. I think it's not worth it in general to take random planet cards and spend money on random planet cards. Usually it's just you want to focus on the one hand because it costs money to invest in all of these different planet cards. But if you're opening celestial packs anyway, you could think about what is the next best hand that I would play. Could be high card and pairs. Usually for me it's pairs and then 4 of a kind later, sometimes pair and then 2 pair as like the next most reasonable hand for me to play. Also 2 pair has the same benefits of pair as kind of you get a lot of chips from the planet cards. So with all of the chips coming from the planet cards, then you only have to rely on your jokers for Molt instead of chips. Once we leveled up our hands, we were able to swap out Blue Joker. This was a rough one. Early on, it was a little bit rough, I guess, but then definitely Card Shark was very powerful. Take care, everyone.